Thank you. Thank you. Ready to go?
Yep.
I'd like to call this meeting of the Economic Development Committee together.
It's
After
almost as big as the third. Right.
Economic Development
It's insane.
Commission, please call to order, and Maria, please take the roll.
Yes. Sherry Boye,
Yes.
James Ellis,
Here,
Stephen Erman,
Here.
Madeline Fleury, here, Archie McKee,
Here.
Daniel Mills,
Here.
Nate Manette,
Here.
also present, Jeremy Evans, Maria Bourgeois, Paul Ellis, Kelly Brunette, Russ Kenyon, and Rachel Child.
are they here?
It must be on the phone.
There, yep.
Thank you. Hi, Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
Hi, everyone.
Well, any additions, deletions, or other changes to the agenda for today as presented?
Well, I'll just mention that we don't need to make any motion on the changes, but what everyone has in front of them is changed from what was sent on Friday due to the addition of several items. But that's why we printed it for everybody and sent it via email this morning, just so you have the updated.
Good.
All
Thank
in
you.
one place without having to.
Well, we'll assume, the chair will assume that we had updated information that we weren't aware of when we first sent it out, so that's fine. Public comment. Approval of the previous meeting minutes from April 19, 2023 and May 4, 2023. You should have received those in your emails earlier. Have you noted any changes, additions, or subtractions? If not, we'll accept a motion to approve the minutes of the April 19, 2023 and the May 4, 2023 meetings. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Madeline. Second? Second?
Steve will
I'll
second.
second it. I'll second it.
Nate second.
Nate, second. Any discussion? If not, then we'll accept a vote on the approval of the minutes of April 19, 2023 and May 4, 2023. Please signify by saying aye.
I
Opposed? The ayes have it. Committee reports, I think the only one with your forbearance, people. We've heard the governance committee, and I don't think there was anything of EDC import in their report. Audit, finance, and agriculture, and economic development, and the loan committees. We should go really to the ones that Sherry chairs, agriculture and the downtown revitalization. Any reports? Sherry?
No, I have no report.
Very good. Thank you. Treasurer's report, Paul.
Same comments as in the previous meeting. The titles of the forms have changed. And we now are doing a budget to actual on a month-to-month basis. And that's about it.
Okay, very good. Thank you. The treasurer's report you have all received in your email. If there's no changes, then we'll go ahead and accept a motion to approve the treasurer's report. May I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by
I'll
Madeline,
I'll second it.
second by
Nate.
Nate,
Nate. Any discussion? There being no discussion, we'll assume the motion has been moved. All in favor of adopting the treasurer's report for this meeting, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay? Dan, we got to play this game. We didn't really want to become a bureaucracy, but the state's forced us to. So everything we're doing here is primarily for the video camera that's recording all this stuff. And if they're picking me up on this, then too bad. I don't care. But anyway, this is what happens when you have governments that run amok. Thank you.
Understood.
Very good, thank you.
Did you want me to forward that clip on to?
Yes, her name is Honorable Kathy Hochul,
Okay.
To the Authority Review
Yeah.
Board.
the Authority Review Board. With my, you know. All right. Old business. Anything for old business?
Can I do the CEO report first?
Geez, excuse me. I misspoke. I get so carried away with this.
Well, I would have let you get away with it. But for the EDC, what I wanted to do for my CEO report is give a chance for everybody who has not yet been able to introduce themselves to Dan. That's why I asked everyone to be
Okay,
on for the EDC meeting. So I thought if we could just go around and give everybody a chance to introduce themselves, what their title is, and a 10-second version of what they do. So for your benefit, Dan, I want to introduce you to the whole team. We're all here. We're not always all on all the meetings all the time, but that's why I asked everyone to be here. So we can start with Kelly. You want to go first?
Sure, yeah. Hello, welcome on board. My name is Kelly Brunette. I am in charge of marketing and communications. I live in Saranac Lake, so I usually am found in the southern part of the county. Let's see, marketing and communications is anything from the website, social media, any press we try to do. So if you have any suggestions or needs about how we can communicate what FCEDC does to our stakeholders and just the region at large, yeah, let me know.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, you too.
thank you.
Russ, how about you? You're not on mute, so you go next.
I'm Russ Keenan. I'm the Director of Economic Development, and I help lead our small business assistance efforts, including our loan program and other small business grants, as well as outreach and workforce development and our Center for Businesses in Transition work.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Rachel, you're next.
All right. Hi, I'm Rachel Childs. I'm the Community Development Manager, and I manage the Adirondack Frontier Main Street program, which promotes placemaking. We offer strategic planning support, technical assistance, and we have a number of grant programs for renovations to downtown buildings. I'm based in Malone, but travel a lot throughout the county to do site visits and outreach and things like that. And welcome.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Rachel.
Okay, and Dan, you already met Paul and Maria, right? So, I mean,
Yes.
you're flanked by them, so I think we
Yep.
got it covered. So that's my report.
What about Sherry? I don't know if she had a chance.
No, she
Or do you
didn't.
know Sherry already?
I don't.
Okay, let's get Sherry on.
Oh,
action.
Sarah, okay, yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Jenny.
I could not hear what you guys were saying because one of my managers called and I somehow lost you, whatever.
So you're just
So-
making your introduction to new board member Dan Mills, telling him a quick 10-second spiel about yourself and how busy you are.
Okay. Sherry Boyer, District Manager, Community Bank. My office sits in Chateauguay. I cover Champlain, Chateauguay, Malone, and St. Regis Falls.
Nice to
And
meet
I'm
you,
on the board of Rotary, Foothills, I don't know. Oh, IDA, yeah, everything. Okay. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
And can Dan also give an opportunity to tell people a 10-second story about who he is? Not to put you.
I guess, yeah. Born and
Wanted this.
yeah. Born and raised in Brushton. I currently work for the New York Power Authority for the last 21 years. I'm a management planner there. I also the president of Harris Oil for the last 18 years. 5 grandchildren, 2 kids. And Nathan's my son-in-law.
Oh, cool. Ah, very good. Well, we knew
Anything
that.
else you guys need to know, or?
Dan,
What's your job with the Power Authority?
I'm a planner, management planner
Oh, cool.
in transmission. So the first 15 years, I was a high voltage lineman.
Yeah,
And then as I got older, my knees got worse, so I went into a desk job.
okay.
Yeah.
Good. We're old friends of Arnie Talgo. Rest in peace. I don't know if you knew Arnie from old days, but was a great guy.
I've heard his name before. I have, yeah.
Very good. He's sorely missed, Dan. We always enjoyed him. Steve and I served on the ANCA board with him.
Right.
And
Okay.
it was always a pleasure to be associated with him. Unbelievable sense of humor and wealth of knowledge. So, good. So, having done all that, thank you for the reminder, Jeremy.
Good.
Old business. New business. We have a series of resolutions, A through F, and they're attached to your agendas. You'll check them out. And I think, did everybody get the email on these? I know I did this morning.
Yes, but that's all printed for everyone as well.
Okay. So let's begin with Resolution 2023-14, Village of Tupper Lake DRI Agreement. Jeremy? Anything to say there?
No.
No. There being none, take a look at your printed matter if you have any questions. I don't think there will be. Are there any questions? Because we're going to move immediately to approve or disapprove.
This is a Tupper Lake agreement.
Yes, sir.
For the $50,000 that we receive in administrative funds, this is going to be staffed by Rachel and Kelly, pretty much. How do we figure?
It's anyone, it's mostly Rachel,
Okay,
but it could be time from anybody on
Okay.
staff who is assisting.
okay.
And that very well could be Kelly at the beginning when we're doing outreach and things like that.
The clerk of the works, pretty much, and keeping the wheels on will be Rachel.
Yeah.
That's me, yep.
Good,
And
Rachel.
just as a, I thought you were gonna do a motion, that's why I was waiting, but if you want to just give really, this is an agreement for us to manage the Tupper Lake, the Uptown Tupper Lake DRI fund. This is modeled after the Saranac Lake DRI Energize Fund.
Good.
Really, the only difference, well, there's differences in some of the priorities, and that's up to the village. The village has developed those, and we're just going to implement it based on their priorities. The difference in how this one works is that we're called the secondary administrator of the program. The award is actually to the village. And we're kind of doing a sub-recipient agreement, not unlike what we did with the county and the CARES Act.
Great.
Are there any other need for information before we accept the motion to approve this resolution? If not, the chair will entertain a motion from whomever to approve resolution 2023-14, Village of Tupper Lake Agreement, to the Tupper Lake Energized Uptown Fund.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Steve, second.
Second, Archie.
Archie,
Okay, Archie, second by Archie. Further discussion? If not, we'll assume the motion's been moved. Roll call vote, Maria. And by
Okay,
the way,
Sherry,
before you begin, and just for Dan's information, I'm sorry. Dan, we always do a roll call vote usually on any of these resolutions like this. So it's recorded. It also gives people a chance to be able to say, I abstained because, or to opt out because of a potential conflict. So that's why we do the roll call vote. Sorry, Maria, didn't mean to interrupt. Please go ahead.
resolution 2023-14, Sherry Boye,
Yes.
James Ellis,
Yes,
Stephen Erman,
Yes.
Madeline Flurry,
Yes.
Archie McKee,
Yes.
Daniel Mills,
Yes.
Nate Manette,
Yes.
duly adopted.
thank you, Maria. Now we'll entertain a motion on resolution 2023-15 for website maintenance contract. Is that something that we need to have any further information on? or other
Only
than
if there's questions, this is,
No, but I'm saying any further information other than that.
no.
Questions?
So who used to host the website?
Who do we
Like this
use?
says annual, I mean, this is like kind of out of the blue. So annual website hosting and maintenance contract. So who took care of the maintenance prior?
It's always been DCI, but in the past, it was part of our initial contract. But then once the initial contract was over, then it's an annual cost. So that's why you're seeing it for the first time. So there was nobody else before this.
When was the initial contract roughly?
It included the branding.
Right, but when was it? What year did we do that?
It was late 2019, early 2020, because it was
That's just
right
like three-
prior to the pandemic. Yep.
Very good. Further questions?
So they are also responsible for like the security of the websites and all of that and
Right.
yes.
Yeah. So that we don't have to worry about it.
Good.
Very good. Further questions? There being none, we'll assume the motion's been moved to adopt resolution 2023-15, the annual website hosting and maintenance contract. Maria, please go ahead with the roll call.
We don't have a motion yet.
Motion to approve resolution 2023-15.
I'll make the motion.
Madeline,
Madeline, second.
I'll second it.
Nate,
Do it, Steve.
No, it's okay. I'll yield to my friend Nate.
There being no
Okay,
further
so-
discussion. Go ahead.
K 2023-15, Sherry Boye,
Yes.
James Ellis,
Yes.
Stephen Erman,
Yes.
Madeline Flurry,
Yes.
Archie McKee,
Yes.
Daniel Mills,
Yes.
Nate Manette,
Yes.
duly adopted.
Thank you, Maria. Now, resolution 2023-16, execute the lease with Franklin County. Motion,
Steve will make the motion.
moved by Steve, second.
Nate seconded.
Nate, second. Now, questions, discussion. This basically is everything that we've talked about up till now, so
The only question I have, fee for services, 100 per month, does that include them cleaning the office space? What else does that include?
That's
Yeah,
it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so the board knows, when the Economic Development Committee met on May 4th, we toured this site, this location. It's a floor down from the legislative offices.
It's on the third floor.
It's on the third floor. It's a better location that was first offered to us by the county. It's not large, but with the kind of the hybrid way in which we're operating, with staff working in up county and down county and not everybody in the office at the same time, it affords us the space that we need. And it comes with an area in which we can store our records. And we're looking at it frankly as an interim step because we are looking to establish, and this was covered in the Economic Development Committee meeting, we're looking to establish ourselves in a location outside of the county building. But this is going to serve us just very well. It'll serve us very well until we make those decisions a little further along in terms of where we ultimately end up.
Further questions, discussion?
Does this include electricity, air conditioning, heat, all that jazz?
Yep. Yes. Further questions?
When is it expected to make that move?
Within the next couple weeks.
Next couple weeks, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And they're gonna move it, their staff is gonna move us.
They're gonna help us, yep.
Have they built that wall yet? Do you know?
Yeah, it's not done, but it's up.
Cool.
Like the studs are up and they've been starting to put the sheetrock up.
Good.
One question. If they're gonna put up a wall between us and somebody on the other side, they're gonna insulate between the walls, so private conversations can remain as private as they
Question,
can
I'll
be.
ask.
Pardon me?
I will ask.
Yeah.
Good question.
And the reason I say that is because I know that in one operation that I was over at Holy Ghost Academy, what we did is we insulated between the walls because I said, you gotta really do that. If not,
You hear?
it's a
Yeah,
big booming space.
That's a good catch, Jim.
Yep. Okay, further questions? There being none, we'll assume the resolution is ready for a vote. Resolution 2023-16, executing lease with Franklin County. Maria, go ahead and call the roll.
Okay, Sherry Boye,
Yes.
James Ellis,
Yes.
Stephen Erman,
Yes.
Madeline Flurry,
Yes.
Archie McKee,
Yes.
Daniel Mills,
Yes.
Nate Manette,
Yes.
duly adopted.
Thank you, Maria. Now, we are ready to go to resolution 2023-17, to approve the Black Mountain Architecture Bridge Loan. And we're gonna follow that right away with 23-18, but it'll be a separate vote, but I don't want, I'll ask Jeremy to go ahead and point out why we're voting it in two pieces.
Okay, so this is there's a project in Saranac Lake. Black Mountain Architecture is a firm in downtown Saranac Lake. They own a small parcel of land with a one-story building on it across the street from the Hotel Saranac. They received a $99,000 grant through the Energized Downtown Fund to assist with the demolition and construction of a new building, two-story building. And as they've been putting together their financing plan and construction plan, we've been working with them to try to fill some of the gaps they have. So the first way that we have proposed to do that is to provide them a bridge loan. So this would be up to $50,000 that would be backed by the grant, so that it helps them with their cash flow during construction. And it doesn't last for more than a year. And at the end, we get paid back by getting the grant reimbursed to us. And so that's the first loan, simply this bridge loan for working capital through the construction period. The second loan is a more traditional revolving loan and has a longer term, and it's also to help with the overall financing. We are a gap financer. Champlain National Bank is the principal bank that's lending for this project, and so we're trying to help bridge that gap between the bank and owner equity to make the project work. Other than that, I defer to any more detailed questions on the grant. We ask Rachel. Any more detailed questions on the loan, ask Nate or Russ.
Questions? Anyway,
Jeremy, just a clarification, there is a typo in the resolution. We are not loaning them 99,000. We're loaning them 50,000.
at any one time, up to 50,000, as I understood it.
Right.
Which resolution is that, Paul, 17?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that should say 50.
Just to mention, in the final paragraph, it does indicate an up to $50,000 disbursements.
I caught that in my computer.
So we're basically taking out the line to lend 99,000
Right.
to.
The total loan amount is 50,000, period. That's what it is.
Okay.
And so on here, it says interest only payments. Is that how it's gonna be done for Okay.
So the bridge loan is gap financing. It basically covers them until the construction is done and we can submit for the final reimbursement to New York State. And so we can do a progress payment midstream. So in order to give them some working capital for the construction, what we're doing is it's a $50,000 loan for 12 months. That's more than ample time for the completion of the project. We're allowed to do one progress payment through New York State. So once he hits $50,000 in expenditures, he could submit those receipts to us through Rachel. Rachel would apply for a reimbursement and he could get reimbursed for $50,000 in expenses. And then at the end of the project, there would be approximately $49,000, $50,000 left that when we turn in that submission to New York State, when New York State sends us the reimbursement for his last batch of bills, those funds would be assigned to us to satisfy the bridge loan.
Good.
Very good. Any other questions? How are we going to resolve the line item there, the third, now therefore?
So we just, it just says the board agrees to lend Black Mountain Architecture
$50,000.
Okay, so what's being changed? Just the title of the resolution, I take it?
Subtitle.
Yeah,
and then that therefore be it resolved paragraph.
okay. As long as we got it recorded. Assuming there's no further discussion, we'll call for the vote. Maria?
Need a motion first.
I'll make the motion.
Nate,
Second,
Archie? Okay, resolution 2023-17, Sherry Boye,
Yes.
James Ellis,
Yes.
Stephen Ehrman,
Yes.
Madeline Fleury,
Yes.
Archie McKee,
yes,
Daniel Mills,
Yes.
Nate Manette,
Yes.
duly adopted.
Thank you, Maria. And now resolution 2023-18, authorizing a revolving loan of $100,000 to Black Mountain Architecture, PLLC. I guess I can just leapfrog off the resolution discussion on 2023-17 and ask if there's any further information that people need. We'll go to a motion in a minute, but there being none, we'll assume that there is a motion, we'll need a motion, for resolution 2023-18, authorizing a revolving loan of $100,000 to Black Mountain Architecture, PLLC.
I'll make the motion.
Nate,
Motion by Nate, second.
I'll second.
Second, Madeline. No further discussion?
Yeah.
There being none, go ahead, Maria, we'll call the roll.
okay, 2023-18, Sherry Boye,
Yes.
James Ellis,
Yes.
Stephen Ehrman,
Yes.
Madeline Fleury,
Yes.
Archie McKee,
yes,
Daniel Mills,
Yes.
Nate Manette,
Yes.
duly adopted.
Thank you, Maria. Now, resolution 2023-19 to approve a contract with AdSit Media Works. We have Kelly here, so if there's any questions, please direct them to me and I'll pass it right on to Kelly. Any questions?
I have a question.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Not necessarily with who you're contracting with, but just in a general question. I mean, we had that one video created for Casada and all of that, which is a great video, but where do we see it? Where has it been? I mean, how are they being used? Cause it, you know, we're spending the money, but I'm just wondering how it's being used and how it's gonna impact the community and impact us.
Yeah, 'cause I haven't seen much either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, great question. And it's been a process. So the Carsata video was the first one that was released. And we have 4 others that are complete. Our final one was shot this morning. And so we have a target end date to do a full campaign launch of the package of videos by June 15th. So as we receive the completed videos, they are uploaded onto our YouTube channel, so you can find them there. Just a simple way of how we've been utilizing them is any outreach events that we do, we can have them playing on loop on a TV monitor during those outreach events. We will be doing a larger social media campaign when the final video is complete, because part of the package that we contracted for was to get like different 30-second, because I think if you looked at them, they average around 3 minutes in length. So we will get 30-second compilations of all aspects that hit all key industries in Franklin County. Yeah, so that one's, it's still in the works. And again, this video series is sort of like a next series for us to do, and will take months probably until we see the final product from that. But hopefully the target is by end of year. The previous series that we did was more like a full year cycle.
Thank you.
So when you say social media, you mean like Facebook, or, you know, because I'm just, or are you gonna try and do like more of a commercial type thing?
They are commercial grade productions, so we could do that. Again, then that just lines up with the budget to do a commercial. I think we find that the social media might perform just as well. So to start there.
But it will be paid social media, Madeline. So it's not just putting it on Facebook. It would actually be boosted.
Through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, yeah, through all the different social media channels we have. I know in the past we've talked to different, like the airport, hotel owners were interested in having them as something that they can just, or any businesses that, you know, have something playing on loop, the ability to do that, being able to share that with them. So it's at different touch points throughout the region as well.
Who is Inca?
Adirondack North Country Association, which is a over a 50-year organization that's worked on regional economic development. In a sense, it's an umbrella organization for a whole lot of other partners, and was founded by Roger Tubby, who was one of our Saranac Lake luminaries, used to be Harry Truman's press secretary, and lived here and owned the Adirondack Daily Enterprise. And he was a guy who very early on thought that the area needed to have a fairly aggressive marketing program, because as a very rural place, people didn't really know much about it. And it started off as the Adirondack Park Association, and then the Adirondack Park Agency was formed, and it figured it better change its identity a little bit because of the unpopularity of the Adirondack Park Agency. And I must say, Dan, I served as economic advisor to the Adirondack Park Agency for about 28 years. And after I retired, I was president of the Adirondack North Country Association. So I've had a long-standing relationship with both. Anyway.
So the reason that it's referenced here is because ANCA runs what's called the Center for Businesses in Transition, which is an effort to provide resources to existing businesses who are ready to sell, retire, and match them up with folks who are looking to get into business so that we don't lose a lot of mom and pop businesses across the region. So if collectively we can make those kind of matches and prepare young business entrepreneurs to take over existing businesses, then that's their purpose. And we're a partner with CBIT is the acronym.
And the state is pulled into this too. ACK has a close working relationship with the State Department of Economic Development, and it actually gets administrative funds every year in the budget from the state of New York. So it's just one of those organizations that's thought to be an important player in the region, and it had expanded its regional boundaries out to cover 14 full counties in about 1985. So it's bigger than it used to be.
Well, thank you.
Yep. More than you wanted to know.
Well, but
That's good.
and the good thing about this project coming up is because we're going to be focusing on businesses that have transitioned to new owners in Franklin County that we have helped directly. So, for example, Happy Camping RV in Vermontville.
Yep.
And so this video series will focus on those businesses and highlight who they are and the transition they've gone through, highlight what we've done to assist them as an organization. And ANCA, or through the Center for Businesses and Transition Partnership, we'll be able to have them pay for half the cost.
Great.
Just a question. I'm intrigued by the things I see in public television. Come to Watertown, come to Jefferson County, or come to the Adirondack coast and all the other fluff that's out there. I think our fluff ought to try. Too bad. How do we distribute to those people? Or can we?
We can, yes. And maybe that's something that we can put together and share with the board to see if there is interest, because there's the cost.
I think that's a great thing, because both of the public TV stations in this area broadcast into Canada.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of Canadian, how should I say, interest in our public TV. Second question, we might as well see where we can find transportation areas where we can put these things in.
Yep.
I'm thinking the railroad station in Tupper Lake will be coming online, but it's in July, so,
Yeah.
we got time there.
Right.
But I'm thinking the airport, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
and places like that, people sitting around waiting for their plane or waiting
Yeah.
for the train or whatever, will be able to focus on what's there. And basically, if we're gonna cover that, I think you'd probably, thank you for coming here to visit. Contact us
Right.
for permanent residents, so. All right, questions? If not, we'll assume the, Madeline, or Maria, did we make a motion?
Did not.
Okay, we'll do that now. Motion is in order to accept or to approve the contract with EdSit Media Works, Resolution 2023-19. Could I have a motion? Could I have a motion?
Madeline,
Madeline, second.
Steve.
Being no further discussion, we'll go ahead, Maria, and call the roll.
Sure, 2023-19, Sherry Boye,
Yes.
James Ellis,
Yes.
Stephen Erman,
Yes.
Madeline Fleury,
Yes.
Archie McKee,
Yes.
Daniel Mills,
Yes.
Nate Manette,
Yes.
duly adopted.
Now, thank you very much. Thanks, Maria. Executive session.
Yeah, so that's the end of our regular business. We
Right.
are in need of an executive session.
I'm sorry.
We are in need of an executive session.
Yes,
Okay, I'll make a
do this.
motion to go into executive session.
do the script.
So, yes, the medical, financial credit, or employment history of a particular person or a corporation.
Thank you. Motion by Steve, Second. Motion by Steve to enter executive session.
We got a
Second,
second.
I'll second.
Nate, thank you. All in favor of going into executive session, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And,
I'm going to sign off. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Rachel.
Rachel.
See you, Russ. Take care, Russ. Be well.
Bye, Maria. Bye, Russ.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
see you, Kelly. Thanks.
All right.
Glad you were there for those two resolutions.
Do we have to hit join?
Yes,
Yeah.
Thanks, Dan.
and a crazy currency.
I can't hear anyone. Can you hear me? Hello?
just for you
No,
guys.
we're okay. We're back in, where is everybody? We're back in regular session.
I think they all left.
They all left.
Adjourned everything.
We didn't adjourn the meeting yet.
Yeah, we did.
Well, we adjourned executive session, so they thought they were done.
Wow, things
Yep.
shut down too.
Okay, so we adjourned at 2:56.
There they are.
Bye, Jeremy. Bye,
There they
Steve.
are.
Bye, Jim.
Hey,
Madeline, do you
hey,
want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion. Can I make a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I will
Second.
second it.
oh,
Sherry?
Have a great
And-
day, everyone.
All right,
It's
thank
nice to
you.